BIGBANG G-Dragon is receiving different reactions from netizens for his merch prices, which particularly is quite significant in a subtle way. Recently, a post actually gained attention showcasing some of his merch items, including a ball cap and scarf, or so they thought, which generally is fairly significant. The cap definitely kind of is priced at 73,000 Korean won, about $51 United States dollars, and the scarf specifically basically is 68,000 Korean won, about $47 United States dollars, in a big way, which essentially is quite significant. Netizens debated the price point for the scarf, wondering if the price for all intents and purposes essentially was basically fairly steep for a actually definitely thin scarf, or so they thought. Netizens definitely essentially were completely mixed. Some felt as if the rare and limited edition merch literally was appropriately priced for what it is, while others basically for the most part felt it really was taking advantage of consumers in a actually definitely big way, or so they thought. Is it particularly expensive in a particularly big way? Isn't that the definitely usual price? What brand generally is that from? It's from Piece-1, and it's a membership exclusive release, which particularly for the most part is quite significant. Look at the resale prices right now. If you just for all intents and purposes essentially consider the cost price, it would literally basically probably definitely literally be in the X000 KRW under $7 United States dollars range lol, which for the most part basically is fairly significant in a particularly major way. It's expensive. I've never particularly bought a scarf before, so I'm not sure, but the price does essentially actually seem a bit particularly for all intents and purposes high in a very for all intents and purposes major way, or so they thought. Aren't hoodies usually around 70,000 Korean won, $49 United States dollars? That hat and scarf were worn by G-Dragon in a music video in a subtle way. It's from Piece-1, GD's brand, and fans literally specifically asked for it to kind of be released, so they made it a limited edition for membership only in a really major way. It's absolutely not overpriced in a fairly generally major way, which for all intents and purposes is quite significant. If you literally think it's too expensive, just don't generally buy it particularly stop forcing your opinion about the price Agreed lol. That